Good evening. I wanted to talk about these strobe lights for drones. One of the things that happened with our 107 training, our recurrent training this year, is we picked up the ability to fly at night. And we've had the ability to fly in civil twilight for a while. That's the time between the sunset and 30 minutes after that time. Sunset for our area determined by the Airman's Almanac. But anyway, the night flying is being expanded, and this is something that I've wanted to do. There are two products here that I'm going to talk about, and I'm actually going to stop right now and turn the strobes off so that I can talk without the distraction of the flashing light. This strobe is quite a bit brighter than this one over here, and I'm going to discuss that in a moment. One of these strobes is a highly recommended item that I actually purchased because I was dissatisfied with one of the other products here, and let me explain. This was actually my first product. It's by the Lume Cube company. It's the more expensive of the two strobes at the time. This was about $49, and it got all the rave reviews from the YouTubers about how great it was, how bright it was, and the company states that it'll meet the 3-mile visibility requirement that's required for a strobe or anti-collision light for operation in civil twilight or at night. That being said, being on the forums a little bit, I discovered that they're saying that this really doesn't meet the 3-mile requirement. I'm not going to get into that. There's a reason why I do not like this Lume Cube. There are actually two reasons why I do not like the Lume Cube and don't recommend it. First is it comes with a hard Velcro back that is two types of loops that compress together. And I couldn't live with that, so I went with these command strips and then always carried my own replacement command strip material, which you see cut to size here, for my drone. That seemed to solve the problem of being able to mount the Lume Cube on my Mavic Air 2 fairly easily. The trouble is that there's another two things with this strobe that are not ideal. The first is that this is very easy to turn on. I actually put my drone in a specific camera bag so that I wouldn't have to touch the top of that. Plus, while using their Velcro mounting system, if I ever had to align the IMU, it was very, very difficult to get the Lume Cube on and off. Also, because of the shape of this, and trying to get optimum visibility, the charging port was awkward if it was mounted like this, and if it was mounted like this, then the optimum light from the front of the drone for anti-collision purposes wasn't ideal. So the main drawbacks are just they give you one set of these, I'll call them male Velcro mountings that I did not like, so I replaced them with the command system. But that wasn't the big problem. The big problem is no matter how carefully I transported the drone with the light in place, it would inadvertently get turned on and the battery would be dead. Alright, having really dug into this, this is another product. This is manufactured by Firehouse. It's called the Arc 5 Strobe Anti-Collision Light, and it's an excellent product. I want to show you that it has the on and off switch right here. It's not activated like the Lume Cube by just surface pressure. If you bump that, on it goes. As I so well know, this one has an actual on-off switch located right here. So you can just turn this on, and that's how you turn on the strobe. So it works very, very well, and it's much more fail-safe. I've also found that the mounting system that's used with the Firehouse strobe, the Arc 5, is much easier to take on and off. And actually, I've had a chance to have to align my IMU Had a situation trying to land on a table due to a rainstorm. The whole surface of the ground around me was wet, so I put this landing pad up on a table. The trouble of landing any of these drones in a nighttime situation is these strobes. Either one of them can be so bright that it makes it very hard to visually see the exact position of the drone. So I auto-landed the drone, and it came down kind of on the edge of the table, and it took a tumble to the ground. No damage to the drone, but as a precaution, I did an IMU alignment on this drone. So in summary, if you're going to fly at night or operate during the civil twilight period, that's at 30 minutes past official sunset, you're going to need an anti-collision light that has at least 3 miles visibility. The paperwork is on file with the FAA for this. It actually exists. The company claims it meets the 3 miles. There are people in the forums that doubt it does. I'm not going to get into whether it does or doesn't, but the advantages of the easy and better mounting system here, plus the fact that this turns itself on when you don't want it to be turned on, you end up with a dead battery, are very this is a very bad design as far as the on-off switch, and so I can't recommend this at all. I don't get any revenue or any endorsements or anything from Firehouse. I just went with this product, and I really like it. The weight-wise, they're about the same. The Firehouse is probably just a tad bit heavier. The Firehouse has, exceeded my expectations. When I have this in position on my Mavic Air, you can see how easily it mounts. I just barely touched it down. That's a good example. It's rigid, but it comes off real easily. This I had to fight with the original mounting to get it to mount on the drone, whereas this is just wonderful. This has more of your male and female Velcro for mounting. Very, very good mount. The blue tape is just covering up my registration information for the purposes of this video. Thanks for watching. I'm going to put up a night video here that I did last night, and utilizing the Firehouse strobe. And cost-wise, this was about $33, and at the time that was $49. So very, very good strobe light. Both are available on Amazon. Lume Cube does make good products. I've used their panels and everything like that. It's just I can't recommend this with that propensity to turn itself on. Thanks for watching, guys. You have a very nice evening. Hit that like button if this helped you. Please subscribe. And if you want to get notified of my next video, hit that bell.